video is going to show you how to search Academic Search. It is one of the databases that Grace College and Seminary has access to, and many of the other databases work in a similar fashion. So I hope you find this profitable as we go through and do some searching. So the basic search is right here. You could put in a simple term or a phrase and click on the search button. But oftentimes you are looking at something a little more complicated than just a single phrase, and you're looking to see if there are articles that talk about two concepts at the same time. So we're going to use the search or the advanced search button right there to do that. So the advanced search allows us to combine concepts. I'm going to do some research on fast food, and I also want to know about the implications of health or diet because of fast food. So I'm going to put in health or diet. Now, I left fast food on the first line. That's my first idea, fast food, or I could put or McDonald's or Burger King or any other kind of fast food. But I just left it as fast food. I put it in quotation marks because I'm looking for that phrase to stay together. On the second line, after the and, I have health or diet. I don't care if it's about health. I don't care if it's about diet. That kind of an idea. And because I want to be able to maybe even expand my search a little bit more, I'm going to put asterisks after diet and health. And what that does is it'll allow me to search on more terms. Any letters that come after health, like healthy, or dieting, will come up in my search because I've put the asterisks there. I could add a third term here, but I am not going to. I'm going to go ahead and just click on our search button and see what kind of results we get. Right under the search box now is my search results. There's over 4,500 results, a lot of results, and they're all on food and diet. And here's fast food and diet. And you can see within the subject field here, there's actually a subject term called convenience foods, something else I may want to investigate as I'm doing my research. But first of all, I'm a little overwhelmed by the 4,500. So here on the left, I'm going to scroll down and look at some other ways of narrowing my research. I could narrow down to just things that are full text, or things that have references, articles that have references, or that are scholarly or peer-reviewed. Scholarly or peer-reviewed journals are those that have been reviewed by peers, and so they're going to be a little higher caliber and may involve some research rather than just magazine articles that were written by journalists. One quick way to narrow things down is by date, and many times 10 years is if it's a sufficient narrowing. You may want to narrow it more if you're doing something in the medical field, or if you're looking at historically, you may want to go back and get some very early articles and compare that with something more recent. So we've narrowed this down, let's see, almost in half. Okay. Some other ways of narrowing it down. Again, there's the academic journals. It tells us there are almost 2,000 academic journals that have 2,000 articles that are in academic journals. There are 500 magazine articles and then some newspapers. Again, depending on the type of paper or project or speech that you're doing, you may want to include some newspapers or magazines and not just academic journals. So consider that as you are choosing how to narrow your results. Something else you want to look at is subject terms. What are some other terms in this 2,800 results that I could use to help narrow down? Well, there's our convenience foods, there's diet. Let's see what else we've got. Maybe I want to go ahead and add something about, let's do something about children. Well, there's child nutrition right there, and I will click on update. So out of that 2,800, there's 106 that have to do with child nutrition. Here you can see child nutrition highlighted. Okay, child nutrition. Some of these include a PDF full text. This one has an HTML full text, and others of them do not have a full text at all, but they have this Find It button. So we will check that out in just a moment. Let's look at this first one here at the top. A new method to monitor the contribution of fast food restaurants to the diets of U.S. children. Looks pretty good. Here on the left-hand side is the PDF full text. But before I just choose that, let me see if this is something that will really be helpful to my research. There is the source, or the journal, PLOS One, and the dates. There's some other subject terms to help me look for other related information. And then here's the abstract. It's usually about a paragraph. And what this does is summarize the research article or the magazine article and tells you what it's about. And before you go reading the entire article, read the abstract and find out if it's worth spending more time reading the entire article. Could be you read the abstract and you find out it is not valuable, so you can go on to the next one. Or you may read this and go, yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. And then you could click on the full text and read or download the article. And here on the right-hand side are some of those tools for downloading. You've got a folder you can put all of your results in at the same time before sending them to your email. There is the print and the email option. There's also the cite button. College students usually get pretty excited about the cite button because what the cite button will do is it will give you the citation of this article in the various formats. Most of the time for our first year classes, we're going to want to be using MLA, Modern Language Association citation style. So there's the author, title. It's usually in pretty good order, but it's not perfect. It's put together by a computer, so you're going to want to compare this with the citation examples given on the citation tab in your research guide or in a MLA manual. You're not going to want to accept it just as it is. In fact, I'm going to point out one thing that is not correct, and that's right here where it says EBSCOhost. What belongs in that position is the name of the database. What is the name of this database? Well, here at the top it says it's Academic Search Ultimate. So you're going to want to copy and paste this information into your paper or your reference list and change EBSCOhost to Academic Search Ultimate. And that would be the correct way of citing the database. The database name is not EBSCOhost. Let me go back to my results list, and I wanted to show you if an article is not full text and it's not available full text in the database, there will be a Find It button, and you can click on that Find It button, and it will go looking through our other databases to see if that's available somewhere else. And if it is, there'll be a hot link here to take you to the full text. This one is not available full text, but you still have access to it by clicking on this Request It button, and you can request the library to order this book. All you have to do is put in your name, first name, last name, and your email, and we will go out to our other providers and see if we can locate this journal article, and we will send it to you through email. So I hope you have found this tutorial helpful in learning how to at least start searching in Academic Search Ultimate or Academic Search Complete, or one of our other databases that you need to find articles for your project or your paper or your speech. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at library@grace.edu, and we'll be happy to help you in your research endeavors.